I'm a farmer.
You're a farmer?
Yes, I operate Knott's Berry Farm.
Well, you're the Knott of Knott's Berry Farm? Well, that's a very famous place in Southern California.
When people talk about theme park legends, they usually start with one name, Walt Disney. But today, we're talking about another Walt. A man who didn't set out to build a theme park, didn't invent thrill rides, and didn't even believe he was in the entertainment business at all. This is a story of Walter Knott, a farmer, preservationist, businessman, and one of the most important figures in theme park history. And without him, Disneyland might not look the way it does today. Before Boysenberry's, before Ghost Town, before chicken dinners, Walter Knott was just a kid growing up in Pomona, California. In the early 1900s, this was not glamorous Southern California. No beaches, no freeways, no theme parks. Pomona was agricultural, dusty, and unforgiving, a place where value was measured by how hard you worked. Walter grew up in a deeply religious conservative household, where discipline, self-reliance, and responsibility weren't ideals, they were necessities. There was no room for fantasy, no room for shortcuts. That upbringing would shape everything he later built. As a young man, Walter tried farming again and again and again, and most of the time, it failed. Crops died, money disappeared, the Great Depression hit, making survival even harder. But Walter Knott had a defining trait. He didn't quit. If something didn't work, he adjusted it. If it failed again, he worked harder. This wasn't optimism, this was survival instinct. In the early 1920s, Walter encountered a strange hybrid berry, something most growers had already written off as a lost cause. Walter didn't. He experimented, he refined it, he made it viable. The boysenberry became his breakthrough. Walter and his wife began selling preserves from a small roadside stand in Buena Park. It wasn't flashy, but it worked, and people kept coming back. Here's something that often gets overlooked. Walter Knott didn't build this alone. His wife, Cordelia Knott, was absolutely essential. While Walter worked the farm, Cordelia perfected recipes, ran the kitchen, and created what would become famous worldwide, the chicken dinner. People waited hours to eat here. And while they waited, Walter gave them something to walk through. Walter began collecting old buildings, mining equipment, and Western artifacts. Not replicas, the real thing. In 1940, he opened Ghost Town, a recreation of the mining town of Calico. Using authentic structures, this wasn't nostalgia for fun. This was preservation. And it worked. People didn't just eat at Knott's, they explored it. Walter Knott didn't believe in escapism, he believed in heritage. Ghost Town, Independence Hall, Western preservation, Knott's wasn't about pretending, it was about remembering. That mindset came straight from a kid who grew up in Pomona, where history wasn't entertainment, it was identity. Here's the wild part. Ghost Town opened 15 years before Disneyland. And yes, Walt Disney noticed. The two men knew each other. Disney studied Knott's crowds, operations, and layout. Knott even loaned antique props to Disneyland in the early days. Two Walts, two philosophies. Disney chased fantasy and future. Knott protected history and the past. Both changed everything. For decades, Knott's Berry Farm was completely free. No gate, no ticket booth. Walter believed history should be accessible to everyone. Admission wasn't added until 1968, long after Knott's had become a full-scale amusement park.
Whole life. One of Walter's favorite diversions is strolling with the crowds through his farm that is now world famous. All he ever wanted to be was a good farmer. Ironically, his own idea imagination made that impossible. As the farm became more of a tourist attraction, Walter Knott found less and less time for farming. Still, he's rightfully proud of what he and his family have accomplished. The 4 children grew up on the farm. From the very beginning, each member of the family shared the work, the problems, the pleasures, and the eventual success.
Walter Knott didn't set out to build a theme park. He set out to survive, to preserve, to honor the past. And by doing that, he accidentally helped invent the modern theme park. Walt Disney built the future, Walter Knott preserved the past. And the theme park industry was born somewhere in between. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe to The Wildest Ride, and tell me, who's the next unsung theme park legend we should cover?